What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that Cash App, $BJ Matthews. Again, $BJ Matthews as well. You can donate to our YouTube page where it says like, dislike, and share on that same line where it says thanks. Hit that button. You can donate that way. Let's get it popping. All right, man, we got another great show for y'all today, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about the best point guard in the NBA. Now, we are in the time right now where the point guard position is the most important position on the court, hands down, based off the responsibilities that they have and the tasks they have to lead a team on and off the court. And it's probably the most popular position on the court, right? Having to play basketball, in my opinion, I think the basketball people can agree that the point guard position gets more notoriety than any other position on the court for the most part. And they're in charge, like I said, of the offense, putting people in their spots, being an extension of the coach. And, of course, the top point guards in the league can score the ball at a high level. Look at guys like, Damian Lillard, Trae Young, John Morant, SGA, Kyrie Irving. The top point guards in the league are scorers and shooters nonetheless. Now, in my opinion, also, they can also play both ways of the ball. That's when you're on an elite level. But offensively, they're the gurus of the team. So let's kind of talk about the two best point guards in many people's eyes, in my eyes, Steph Curry and Luka Doncic. Now, Luka Doncic and Steph Curry faced off last night against in Dallas, where the Mavs won 116-113. A showdown between Luka and Steph was definitely nothing to disappoint. And Steph finished off with 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Luka Doncic finished off with 41 points, 12 rebounds, and 12 assists on a triple-double. And I think he shot 16 for 24 from the field. So this was a night for Luka. The Warriors beat the Mavs last year in the playoffs 4-1. Now, of course, they went on to win the championship. But I raised this question because there's some things that I saw, not just last night, but what I'm also seeing down the line that propose this question. Is Luka Doncic on the way of being – is Luka Doncic the best point guard in the league, and is he surpassed Steph Curry, or is he on his way of surpassing Steph Curry? And I asked the reason for a number of reasons. I don't just say this because the Mavs won last night. I'm looking at just based off of what I see from Luka Doncic and what I see from how he's leading this team. When I watch the Warriors play, right, when I watch Steph Curry play, obviously, to me, I think he's the most offensively impactful player in the league as far as scoring the ball, because of how he's able to score the ball without moving, or with moving out the ball, catching and shooting, coming off screens, things of that nature. You have to know where he's at all times. I think he's the most impactful scorer in the NBA, meaning that his points demoralizes you, and I think he makes more points in a lot more ways than anybody else. Steph Curry, 6'3", and what we've seen from a 6'3" guy from him, we have not seen from no one else at that size. If you look at even the top 10 players of all time, which Steph Curry was in the conversation right after he won the championship, is he a top 10 player? A lot of people are hesitant to put him there not because of his skill level and what he can do on the court and what he's accomplished, because he's so undersized. If you look at the top 10 players, most of those guys, the shortest person is Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant at 6'6". It's a big man sport for the most part. So when you see guys like Steph Curry size, who's actually 6'3", is not really small. That's actually above average, by average human. But when you're on the court, you're undersized. That just goes to show you that basketball players are usually tall, and the best players are, have some length on them. So what we see from Steph Curry is kind of an anomaly. You respect it. But even him, you can see that what Luka Doncic does for the Mavs, Steph Curry needs help to do with the Warriors, if y'all get what I'm saying. Luka has been to the playoffs every single year of his career except his first rookie season. And he's led his team to the playoffs every single year and has been a very, very, very top playoff performer. And you just watch Luka play. He dominates the game in so many ways: points, rebounds, assists, how he scores the ball in the post, how he's able to demoralize any matchup you put on him. And him being 6'7", I just wish that, he would be playing off the ball a little bit more, and I think his defense needs to get better. I've seen his defense improve with the addition of Jason Kidd challenging him to be a better defender, but I'm also seeing that him playing in Europe and playing overseas is a big advantage that he has on the league, because he can see the game in certain ways that other people just can't see it, because he's been a professional for so long, and he's just been taught certain things that a lot of American players have not been taught, just being honest about it. I don't think the Mavs are going to win a championship off the fact that I don't think they're going to face a team that's always going to just have more weapons, and I think they're going to face a team that has a better player than Luka Doncic, because Luka, like I said, he does not play both ways of the ball. For Luka to be the best player in the league, he has to be able to play both ways of the ball. But we're talking about the best point guard. And most point guards now don't play both ways. I would like them to, but it's really about strictly offense. And if you just look at offensively, Luka, you could say, is probably the best overall offensive player in the league next to Trae Young, because of how he's able to, score and assist the ball, right? And he's impactfulness to his team, right? He can single-handedly lead the Mavs to the playoffs by himself. We've seen Steph Curry in the past have some troubles leading the Warriors. You got to remember, Steph Curry didn't get no success in the playoffs until he got Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. Now, it's not taking nothing away from Steph Curry. I'm just trying to compare and contrast, and from what I'm seeing from player to player, Luka can do more than Steph Curry on the court, but Steph got the hardware. Steph has the accolades that you can say, okay, this argument or this discussion is really not going to be valid until Luka wins either MVP or a championship, right? And he's 23 years old, so it's like, to even ask this question, to even be thinking about it just shows you how great Luka Doncic is. But I will say this, and I'm going to tell Mavs fan this: if Luka doesn't get no help within the next 3 to 4 seasons, I think he's out of Dallas. I don't feel like he's going to stay in a place where he feel like he's not going to win. He's not a Dirk Nowitzki to me. Dirk Nowitzki led his team to the playoffs and then the finals in one run, and was the MVP of that 2011 finals. I don't see Luka staying in a place where he doesn't have no help, right? But nonetheless, as far as this discussion about being the best point guard, I think he definitely, if he's not the best point guard right now in the league, he's on his way. And it's going to be determined of this playoff series right now, or this year in the playoffs. But that's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit the share button, pull up, see, pull up, share, pull up. Peace. I like swim well.